Hello and welcome to Mixologist, the place on the internet thingy where I've got so much work that I've got no other choice but to start doing things in pairs. If not, I'm never gonna get through all the bits that I need to do. So, case in point, this two Holley List 1850 manual choke carbs. What I'm going to do in this video is I'm gonna make a start and I'm gonna basically rebuild these two carbs, even though they're different. Slightly different because they were manufactured in different. This is a 1970s. This is a 1980. This is a 1980 carb, 1990 carb maybe. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to rebuild them as a batch of carbs. So I'm going to rebuild them together. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I just have so much work on. It's ridiculous. And therefore, in order to expedite a lot of projects that I've got queued up. That I need to do over the winter. There's a lot more content coming. I need to just make a start on this and just trying to do it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna start taking these units apart, and I'm gonna try and do a video about, okay, what's the best rebuild strategy when you're working with multiple units. So let's get on with the disassembly process. Okay, so now I've done the disassembly of these two units, and well, they got slightly different issues which I'm gonna have to deal with separately. So I'll run through each one in turn and what's gonna be the strategy to clean them. So let's start with the new unit, shall we? This is rough. I mean, seriously rough. Look at this. This is. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you would have tried to run an engine like this with the carbs in this condition, it would have absolutely zero chance of working. And that's a lot of things. Some in this kind of revival videos that you see, if they try to put fuel on a carb like this, it would never ever in a million years run. So we certainly need to sort this out and this fuel bowl out, because this is very rough. But interestingly enough, look at this, the secondary fuel bowl of this same carb is actually in pretty good condition. This just needs basically a light clean and it's ready to go. The body is okay. This body is it's okay. Obviously it's got the remnants of this kind of this fuel corrosion, the snow, and needs to be a bit cleaned a little bit. But look at the boosters, they're quite shiny, they're nice. The base plate, I think I might get away with just a light clean without disassembling this. So this, I think this will be okay. And now let's tackle the other carb. Now this is supposedly the older carb from the 1970s. As you can see, there's quite a lot of soot in there. There was a little problem with older gaskets like this ones, that they stick. Now I'm going to show you a little technique to get rid of these gaskets. And basically what it is you need to try to mechanically remove as much as you can, because when you put them in water or any cleaning substance, if the gasket is only kind of as very thin surface, then it's much easier to take out. Whilst if you leave the whole gasket in there, it's going to be very difficult to take out. And same here, as you can see, I've kind of mechanically started to remove the gasket from here. Where things don't look as great is in this one, which I think for this base plate I'm gonna have to break it. I'm gonna have to just start again with this base plate, clean everything, reinstall the throttle plates, which is gonna add a bit of time to the build. But you know what? At least I know that I'm gonna make it, that I'm gonna leave it running absolutely hunky-dory. Which this is a car from the 1970s. I want to really try and build it well. But look at the fuel bowls. Now this is a secondary fuel bowl. Apart from a little dust there, this is in pretty good shape, so it just needs a light clean. Same here with the primary fuel bowl. As you can see there, let me see if I can show you. There's just a little bit of like dust in there, but nothing major. This fuel bowl is going to clean up really well. So that's going to be the cleaning strategy for this 2 unit. So it's going to be a kind of onwards and upwards from this moment. I need to start kind of putting the different things in different places, and I'll give you another update once I make some progress. Okay, so it's a couple of days later now, and I've finished the cleaning process. Now about to start with the reassembly. So I'll show you a bit where we're at with the units. Okay, so in this one is the older carburetor, the one from the 70s, and the base plate had to be completely disassembled. There was a lot of carbon built up, especially in the passages right here and here and here and here in the shafts. So therefore it was the right thing to disassemble it, and the shafts they're we're in good shape, so we can start reassembling them. And also that's okay. The metering block is okay. I mean, it's been redone. Obviously I had to scrape out a lot of gasket, but that's fine. The fuel bowls, they were always in good condition, so that's not necessarily a problem, never was. So actually these are ready to be assembled. The newer carb, remember this one was in a right state, and now it's adequate to start building it up again. Same thing with this fuel bowl. It was in really bad shape, and now it's all ready to start the reassembly process. One thing I forgot to mention is that this carb, it was absolutely full of carbon down the tubes, down the barrels here. So but now it's in good condition. This one, the base plate was in good condition, and now it's been just cleaned up and kind of ready to reassemble. And same thing here, funny enough, with the body of the car. Whoops, it had a lot of carbon buildup on the barrels, so now that's been kind of addressed and cleaned. So now what I need to do is I need to start reassembling this unit. I'm going to start with this base plate, and then I'm going to start reassembling them as a batch, and I'll show you once I've done that. So it's a few days later, and as I said, I was going to assemble them, and these are the carbs assembled. So I'm going to show you around the differences between these two carbs. So this was the unit with all the contamination in the fuel bowl and in the metering block. Obviously all that has been cleaned up. Base plate also has been cleaned up. Secondary fuel bowl obviously cleaned up as well. I mean, it didn't need that much cleaning, but I did it anyway. One of the things that is important to show is I'll show you the type of corrosion that this fuel bowl had here. If left for very long, it starts basically eating the aluminium, as you can see in this example here. So this fuel bowl, for example, came from a marine carb, and you can see here how does the these things start eating the aluminium. So it's very important when you get a case like this that you clean it really as soon as possible to stop this rot happening. So this is the older carb, and this was actually in relatively good condition. It had a lot of carbon deposits around here, and down here, look at that. It was all very sooty in there. Same thing with the base plate. But now this has been, yeah, the base plate is now in very good shape. So actually, even though one thing that I have to say, even though this carb looks shinier than this one, this is definitely the one that I would choose, especially if you've got a 1970s application, because this is a period correct carb, and a lot of people are looking for that at the moment. Kind of very originality is very important. So there you go. It's the batch of carbs. And actually the other reason why I did this is also because of a kind of workshop workflow point of view, because I've got a lot of work on and I need to start getting a lot of carbs like out of the workshop. So now what I'm going to do is these carbs, I'm going to photograph them, put them on sale, and pack them all ready so I can take the boxes out of the workshop and I can generate more space to work on other projects. So I want to say thank you very much for watching. And if you got any questions or comments, please put it down in the comments. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.